Hello and welcome back to Star Wars Crafts. Today we are going to be making Kanan's mask from Star Wars Rebels. This is a pretty simple craft in my opinion. Just requires some patience and some time. Most of these materials you probably already have at your house, or you can just go to your local dollar store and get them. If you live in Canada, everything that I bought for this video, I did buy from Dollarama. So you'll probably be able to find those items there. So let's quickly do a little list of materials, then we can get into it. The clay that we're going to be using today kind of gets everywhere, so if you have long hair, I definitely recommend clipping it back. How done does it look? Alright. Next material you're going to need is some sort of protective garment. I've already gotten clay all over myself and I only touched it for like 2 minutes. It's all over the place. It gets everywhere. Now that we're all protected, let's get into the rest of the materials. We're going to be using this brown clay, which I have already opened because I was doing a little tester for this project and I realized the surface I was using to protect the ground. I was trying to use this poster board that I got for another craft that I will be doing later. Yeah, it ripped up the thing and it created a brown stain. So, good to know. I'm getting a little distracted. Let me just rapid fire the materials real quick. Protective clothing, clay, a cup for some water so you can create slip, a protective surface to work on, some paint, glossy and matte Mod Podge. We use various items to smooth out the clay. Just like, these are just pens. An X-Acto knife to cut through the clay, paintbrush. I will be using this as a template because the great thing about this is I can make sure that it's sculpted to the nose shape. I actually first made this project back when I was in high school. I think it would have to be about 8 or 9 years ago. I was in the 11th grade and in my ceramics class. My teacher hated me. These are the two things I made at the same time I made the Kanan mask. This is a little cup holder I made that says, "May the Force be with you" on the top. And I wrote May 25th, 1977 on it instead of the day that I actually made it, which is the release of A New Hope. So, and then on this side it's toothless with a mix of Stormfly's deadly natterscales. And then on the back we have the twin suns. It's kind of trash, but I love it. I've had this for so many years now. And this is the other thing I still have. This is a young Hera and Chopper, but the Kanan mask I made, which I will put on screen here because I don't think I have it anymore. I actually put a lot of work into that one and it was pretty smooth. It was pretty smooth. So, we're just gonna grab a little bit of clay. This is not gonna be as high quality probably as these ones because those ones were baked in a kiln, but this is just cheap crafts. I don't own a kiln. We are going to start off with just some clay, start working it in. Let me turn the camera now so you can watch me at work. this water is gonna get cloudy, but that's okay because it's basically gonna turn into our slip. Eventually, little pieces will fall into there. And those little pieces will become our glue so that we can create stronger clay. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna cover it with this. So I didn't say this in the materials list, but I'm actually going to be quickly using this blow dryer in order to try and speed up the drying process a little bit, just so that I can make sure that the shape stays. Kanan actually has, so there's this lip here that I'm missing. So I'm gonna try and put the slip underneath and try and line it to the best of my ability. Okay, my camera wasn't focused, but just I'm gonna break it into pieces so it's easier to mold it into a curve. So I have to do from here down to here still with the under section. Okay, I have now finished doing the outside and it is not super strong. I did not do a very good job. It's also not super even, but that's fine. I kind of like that it's not even, because then it feels more like something somebody made by hand, which obviously it was, but you can see now the difference in color between the wet and the dry clay. So this is not fully wet, but this is what I just put on. So I'm just gonna finish blow drying this and then I will get back to you when it's done so we can start painting. All right, it is dry. I've been blow drying it for a bit. It is super lopsided. If you put a little bit more time and care into it, it'll probably be better shape than mine. Got some cracks forming and everything, but also this is dollar store clay, so. All right, I'm just gonna use this plastic plate. I'm gonna take some brown, a dot of black. That was way more than a dot. I'm gonna mix this together first, then add the white. Okay, this actually looks pretty close in color. I'm kind of scared to add white, so maybe I won't. Let's see. Okay, I added a little bit of white because it looks a little dark. Oh no, I broke it. But also, like, it's about to fall apart. I need to be way more careful than I'm being. And this needs another coat, so I'm gonna go mix some more paint and do another coat. So I just mixed a new color, and I think it might actually be more accurate because the color's supposed to be like a green gray. So I think that'll be good for the second coat. It looks like the streaks on the picture are going down, so I'm gonna try and do my brush strokes this way actually. My back hurts. Now that I've done the base, I need to do the jag eyes. I'm gonna mix together brown, red, and white. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna be using paper towel. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this plate so that I can use it for the Mod Podge. Okay, now that I've done the design, I'm going to do the Mod Podge. So I'm actually gonna try and mix both because I don't want it fully matte, but I also don't want it fully glossy. Guess what? It is finished. If you got to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what crafts you think I should get to next. And if you tried this out, let me know. Also subscribe for more. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and now for the end of video montage. Enjoy.